Hi, we're in Little Italy today, and when you come down here, you can almost see the energy of all the Italian-American immigrants from the Great Migration bustling through the streets and looking at the old food vendors and the old tenement buildings. This neighborhood has definitely changed, but the one mainstay that's been here is the DiPalo family, who serves and captures the traditional, authentic Italian foods. So let's go and see what they have for us.
Parmigiano Reggiano is a cheese you can actually taste the difference in the season. If it's made in the summer, you're going to get the intensity of the summer grasses, very delicate. And in the winter, they're feeding on hay and a little alfalfa, and you'll get a very sweetness to the Parmigiano.
I see. Okay. It's very exciting opening up this big wheel.
All right, so we don't want to cut the cheese. I like to refer to the term respecting the cheese. And if you don't cut it right, you're not respecting the cheese. We're going to let the cheese do some of its own work right now by trying to separate on its own. You let it sit for about 5 minutes and it'll actually separate itself without me pushing it. But now,
wow, gorgeous.
You open up the cheese, and what do you have?
Wow.
You have that beautiful grainy look on the cheese. My great-grandfather, Savino DiPalo, opened up his shop. But we've never lost sight of what we originally were.
Absolutely.
We are an original latteria, and we always try to maintain that and keep that in focus. So we still do the cheese the same way he did it, by hand, over 100 years ago. And it's going to be nice, milky, but at the same time you're going to get the richness of the fat of the cheese and the milkiness. It's going to be much more intense in flavor. I always say the best way to eat mozzarella is like an apple, taking it and biting it so you can get, so you try not to lose the milky quality. Fiorella, take it and take a bite. Right? It should just break down and be very milky. We don't want to lose the milk. You see that wonderful milk that comes out.
Right.
But when you bite into it,
delicious.
Hardly have to chew it.
Right.
My brother Sal prepared a nice, wonderful salumi and formaggio plate.
It's beautiful.
All right. Try to give you a little bit of the specialties that Italy has to offer. Smell it. Smell the aroma. In this case, the aroma of the mountains. The best. This cheese here, very special. And the way we serve this is we cut the top off. This is made from the milk of the water buffalo.
Wow.
Like Mozzarella di bufala.
Yeah, of course.
But this is a cheese, a soft ripened cheese. And what we do is we scoop it out. Finally, a blue vein cheese. This is not gorgonzola.
Oh, I was going to say, what is this?
No, this cheese is actually made out of sheep's milk.
Okay.
Soaks it in a very sweet wine. He soaks it, and then he ladens it with raisins. And to taste that cheese is heaven.
This is very special.
Unbelievable.
With the sweetness of the grape.
Sweet and sharp at the same time. Truly, you cannot have a salumi and formaggio plate without some good wine.
Okay, please.
And you told me you're from Campania,
yes,
outside of Naples.
That's right.
Okay, today we selected a wonderful wine, a very special wine. It's indigenous to only one hill in the Amalfi Coast.
Yes.
Okay, the vines are hundreds of years old.
Wow.
To see what a very old vine looks like, just have to look at the wall there. That one is over 200 years old. Salute.
Salute. This is amazing.
Smell it.
Yes.
The aroma. And then the taste. It's got this wonderful quality, but slightly citrusy. Remember, there's all citrus groves.
See the citrus, right?
All citrus groves
Amalfi.
that grow alongside this area.
Besides this gorgeous Campanian wine that we're trying, any other wine you would recommend with this?
Well, I like to have a simple Barbera, and it's not so simple.
Okay.
It can be complex, but it's a wine that really goes well with just the pickings,
right? Rather
than just a full meal. It's been a long time in this. People have been asking me, when is your book coming out? When is your book coming out? Finally, I said, okay, it's time to do it. I'm very proud of my heritage.
Yes.
I've spent my lifetime learning and understanding and asking a lot of questions.
Right.
I didn't get my knowledge from books.
Right.
I got my knowledge from doing.
And so in the book, DiPalo's 100 Years of Wisdom and Stories Behind the Counter, what are some of these stories that we're going to read about?
It's my experiences, how I learned about the products. I didn't want it to be such a technical book. I wanted it to be an easy read for people to understand and feel the passion that I've received. And through the information, I tell you a story.
I know the thing that impressed me most years ago when I first came into your store is not only the care of the authentic products that you carry, but also your expertise, coming to the counter and waiting in a line and dying to come up to you and ask you a question about what you would choose regarding your cheese. And your extent of knowledge is amazing. Well,
take a look at our counter. See this marble counter right here? This is, in Italy, considered a table. When you come into our shop, it's an extension of our home. But when your turn comes, you are the only customer in the store. And that's where we pride ourselves. Our shop prides itself on not how many customers we serve, but how we serve the customer. There's a right way, there's a wrong way, and there's my grandmother's way.
Aww.
We do things my grandmother's way.
That's amazing.
So this is what DiPalo's is all about. And it hasn't changed in 100 years, and it's not going to change as long as my brother Sal, my sister Marie, and myself, and now the 5th generation, our children, are here working alongside us.